Genesis 2:18. It started with the beautiful gift of marriage. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh. Verse 24. Marriage is the long life union of a man and a woman in which intercourse, which is also another beautiful gift, is to be enjoyed with the intimacy and freedom without guilt or shame. Verse 25. Yet despite this abundance and everything else that was good, humans began looking for something more. Would you call that greed? And they succumbed to the temptation of the forbidden fruit. The idea of what am I missing out on? The fruit looked good and pleasing to the eye and desirable for gaining wisdom. Verse 6. That might be like the devil's lettuce. It's appealing to your eyes, appealing to your senses. Or going to that party, you feel like you're going to be missing out. Well, if I don't go to the club, what am I really missing out on? This guy looks really good. He's 6 foot tall. Am I missing out on something if I don't sleep with him? This girl's thick. She got everything all together. Am I missing out if I don't? It's that thoughts. The thoughts. That's the trap. That's the trap. This is often how temptation appears. Adam and Eve sinned, and so frequently happens to cover up, follow the sin. Once you sin, you always feel some type of guilt or shame, and you feel the need to either cover up physically, cover up by lying, cover up by placing the blame, cover up by not taking responsibility, cover up by saying, oh, well, I don't think God wants to hear from me because I'm just too sinful, etc. So they sewed fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. Verse 7. Adam and Eve's friendship with Yahweh was broken. When they heard God coming, they hid. Verse 8. They hid from him. They ain't never hid from him until they sinned against him, because they had the knowledge of what they did was sinful and wrong, and they sinned against the holy and blameless God. But Yahweh immediately came looking for them, and we find his first question in the Bible is, where are you? Verse 9, which shows that he's seeking for them. He's seeking for you. He didn't give up on you. He's looking for you. Where are you at? Whenever you fall away from him, whenever you fall away from Jesus, whenever you fall short, whenever you sin, he's looking for you. You're not looking for him, because he didn't leave. You did. So just go back. He's seeking for that relationship to be restored. He said, come home. The righteous man falls down 7 times, but just keeps getting back up. Get up. Pick up your sword. Pick up your cross. You on holy ground. Go back to Jesus. He said to the snake that one of Eve's descendants will crush your head. Jesus. And you will strike this heel. Verse 15. Jesus is the one who will crush the head of the serpent, indeed, but there will be a cost. You will strike his heel. We see here the first hint of what it will cost to restore the relationship. On the cross, Jesus crushed Satan, but it did cost him his life. He gave his life so we could live. His blood was shed so that you and I could be forgiven. He restored the relationship. We were enemies with God. We was enemies of God. But now he calls us friend. Now he calls us sons and daughters. Because of Jesus, your relationship with God has already been restored. So stop saying you're too far gone. That's just the lie of the adversary to keep you living in that unrepentant sin, which does nothing but lead you to hell. Go back to Jesus. That's it.